Well, we've been trying to get answers from Pete Buttigieg for a long time. You remember we had Jenny Tare on the program. She's the one who approached Pete Buttigieg while he was getting some personal time in Washington, D.C. And then, of course, there's Savanah Hernandez, familiar name to all of you. She tried to catch up with Pete Buttigieg, couldn't. And then his entire media team wanted the cameras off. Watch this.
Like you guys to turn your cameras off.
You're not on my camera.
Well, I'm on a camera. I would like your cameras to be off, and then I'm happy to talk to you guys.
Well, if you're the press secretary of the Secretary of the Department of Transportation, don't you think you should be able to ask questions from the American public that you serve?
Absolutely. I would like to do it without the camera on.
Can I ask why?
I think that is a little bit aggressive. That's why.
It's aggressive? You're the media person. You're there to answer. What do you mean? Everything is on camera these days. I do a radio show in Los Angeles, and guess what? The radio show is on video, for crying out loud. Everything's on video these days. These people come off as incompetent. Well, joining me now is that reporter you just heard there, asking, why do I have to turn my camera off? She tried speaking with Pete Buttigieg. She got turned down on that as well. From Turning Point USA, Savanah Hernandez is with us. Savanah, good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here, fresh off of chasing down Pete Buttigieg around East Palestine.
So it's amazing to me the response that they gave you. One, he wouldn't talk to you. He ran on into the little hut there. But they're in a public place. There's no reason for you to turn off your cameras.
Yeah, again, this is just the perfect example of how incompetent this entire administration is. Now, I'm even smart enough to know that all this woman had to do was say, hey, Pete Buttigieg is going to be having a press conference at noon. You can ask your questions there. That's all she had to say. But no, she gave me the gold. She said, turn your cameras off. And then a security guard came and said, please, to the police, this woman keeps filming her. And she asked her to stop. And the cop was like, well, yeah, she's in public. She can walk away and she has the right to film. First time, by the way, that a police officer has defended my right to film. Typically, I'm working in a lot of progressive cities where I'm getting attacked and the cops don't care if your equipment gets smashed or you get shut down when you're filming. The first time that has happened. But again, the incompetence of this administration is absolutely astounding. And, like you said, it rots from the head. It's Joe Biden. It's Pete Buttigieg. Not even his press secretary knows how to do her job properly.
Yeah. Savanah, it's interesting because this is a First Amendment question. You're in a public place. You have no expectation of privacy. They do not understand the Constitution, or even worse, they don't care about it.
Absolutely. And this is something that everybody should be very aware of, because these are our, elected leaders that are in office that are supposed to be helping the people. Now, going back to my question to Buttigieg, of course, was why did it take you so long to get here? Do you have an apology to the residents of East Palestine that you have completely ignored and abandoned? Because that is what I was hearing on the ground. That was the sentiment. I kept hearing the same talking point of, why is Joe Biden in Ukraine? Where is the federal government? We need help. What kind of chemicals are we being exposed to? I spoke to residents who, again, their children breaking out in rashes, hives, inability to breathe. This one woman who lives 3.5 miles outside of East Palestine says her daughter has never even entered the town. She had to take her daughter to the doctor for all of these side effects. And the doctor said, you're not the first person, you're not going to be the last. So keep in mind as well that all of the focus is on East Palestine, but this is going to spread outward, potentially to Pennsylvania, to a lot of these other smaller areas, smaller cities, smaller towns. And the Biden administration should be ashamed of themselves for ignoring these Americans.
Well, they absolutely should be. Savanah Hernandez, I'm so grateful you come on and share some time with us tonight. The work you're doing out there is great. It's far better than the mainstream media is offering up. That I promise you, which is why we're grateful to have you on the program as always. Thank you, Savanah.
Thank you so much for having me.